Hey, what's up, Nonsense? Well, you know what? It's because I'm using my iPhone 11, which I never really use the stream with because my other phone's fucking dead. But I went through that and this. So I already went through 3 of those. So I guess I gotta buy like, I don't know, fucking probably 3 more liquid nails. But let me go check the garage real quick. I'll see if I can find something else in there. Alright, I found this in the garage. It looks old as shit, but it doesn't look like it. It's gonna... Like this is really old. Holy shit. 2001. It's all rusted. It was in a cabinet in the garage. I'd say no one's gonna be using this. This is 2001 on the back of it. Why can't I get this copy? Well, can't hear me again? What the fuck? Oh well. Oh, that's why I never use this phone, remember? You can never hear me when I go live on this phone. My other phone only had like 40% battery left. Pretty sure it said 2001 on this can, so I felt it. It's still sticky. It's just like fucking solid. I wonder how many winters this shit's fucking suffered in the garage. Good thing we're not using it for anything serious. This shit's so light, it should be able to do the trick. So next time buy more than you think you need. There's also insulation here too. I just haven't sealed it in yet. Which I don't think I'm gonna do with that shit. I'll wait till I get new shit. Use the old shit for the cotton candy fucking insulation. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So I am gonna keep this here. Remember, I couldn't drill it in at the bottom because there was no place to drill it to. Now that we know that the marine sealant works, which by the way, it's like $20 per tube plus tax. It's expensive. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use marine sealant at the base of this and lock it in. And actually, I think this buildup here is good. But I'm going to lock it in at the bottom with that marine sealant and clamp it. So good thing I didn't take this off because I don't know if I want to put back in. But if this one's on there at the top, it just needs at the bottom. Alright, so we're not doing any insulation as of right now in this back section. Reason being is because next weekend I'm building the bed to fit right in here. And I'm not going to use that kind of insulation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build some kind of paneling with like very light wood to kind of cut to fit this area. It's not going to be the same kind of wood paneling that's going to go down that way. So what I'm thinking about doing is just using spray foam around the edges of the panel that I put in here, because there's going to be a window cut out here. So it's kind of pointless to stuff it with insulation when it's just going to get cut out of there anyway. So I'd just be making more work for myself and wasting shit. Alright, so now we're going to do this side. So same thing on this side, where the bed's going to be no insulation right now. So I'll put insulation right here. And then we're done with that stuff. In fact, you know what? If I have extra insulation here, I thought I was going to need 2 rolls. Apparently I was wrong. I might be able to use this stuff here. Might be better. It's cotton candy insulation, so I got a bunch left. That might be good to finish up the ceiling once I put my exhaust fan in, because then I can just put it in and around it, glue it to the ceiling, and do the same thing up there. I can just leave a hole for where the AC unit's going to be up front, and And then I could actually use it to fill in this back here too. But I'll wait till I actually get some liquid nails to do it on the ceiling. I don't think this shit's gonna work that well. It's bullshit. So yeah, let's do this other wall here, and then I gotta do some spray foaming before I lose all my light. I don't think I have any work lights or anything. So see, I could probably just stuff this up in there. Put it up in there. Actually, slide it in that too. So I think I got these metal brackets, and I knew they weren't going to be in my way. But even just helping to put the insulation in place. Nice. These were for the metal wall panel things that were in here. So I am doing wood paneling on this wall, I think, all the way down, the whole thing. So I might end up filling that in. I wanted to wait till I got my bed built. If you guys can hear me, fucking nobody can. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me go grab my AirPods. I didn't even think about that. They're charged. Yeah, let me know if you guys could hear me better. I forgot I had AirPods. So let's see. Way better? All right, cool. AirPods work. I should be wearing a mask. Yeah, probably, but I'm not. So, oh well. All right, let's try and get some of this fucking ancient old from 2001 formula sealant meant for window door siding. We're putting it on insulation. Should be able to do the job, right? Even this sealant is older than the van is. That's crazy. By like 4 years older than my van. I don't need a lot. It's not. It is fucking solid, dude. Kind of hold it in place. It comes out, then and always just reseal it. We're not doing the walls until after the bed. I'll lock it in behind that. Ugh. Put a little bit here on the sides, I think. Here we go. Look at that. So yeah, at least I had something I could use. Fucking stupid. I could have bought like 2 more of those liquid nails. The liquid nails weren't that expensive. It just would be a hell of a lot easier to use than this old ass shit. Just kind of lock it in on the side for now. Again, this is all going to be behind wood paneling. Not using the plywood. Originally, I wanted to just put the plywood up, cut it to fit that wall there, screw it in, and then do vinyl paneling on it. 'Cause I actually found some really cool vinyl paneling that would have looked nice for the walls, but the tongue and groove wood or whatever, the wood paneling I found is about $10.63 per piece, which they're about 8 feet. And I'm thinking I only need about like maybe 10 at the most. So, around $110 total. Because I'm going to be cutting it. I'm only going to be using about 6 feet over here. I'm sure I can, find another use for the other pieces, and then I'll have extra to cut this wall. Let's see, how long is this wall? Because if it's 8 feet, and say it will probably go to about, actually, it'd probably go about right there to the end of that. So 4 feet 2 inches. I was kind of right. I eyeballed it. I said 4 feet. This one's going to be a lot longer. And this piece to, what did I say? 6 feet? It's 6 feet exactly. I don't know if I measured it or not already, but 6 feet on that wall and 4 feet on this, and they're 8 foot pieces. So we'll see. 10 should do the trick though. I think they're about 3 inches wide. And if I like them, I might use them on the ceiling too. I might buy more of those and put those on the ceiling, the tongue and groove. I'll just stain them a different color. I want dark walls, like burgundy dark color, and then on the ceiling I want to go with something lighter. So the pieces of wood are actually very light already. So I would just have to stain them with something light. All right, spray foam time. Yay. Let's make a humongous mess. Why don't we? Oh, yeah, the first thing I need to spray foam is actually up front here. Oh shit, if I can't do that, guys. This phone does not have phone service, so if it disconnects from Wi-Fi, I don't think, because I tried going live from the front of the van and it wouldn't let me connect to YouTube. I'm strictly on Wi-Fi. All right, so I got a spray foam under the lip of the floor up there just to fill that in. Gotta hurry up before it gets dark. I didn't think I was gonna get my van back today, but I guess my friend's girlfriend ended up getting done off work early. Because the only way he could return it to me, he's kind of far away. It's probably about a 40-minute drive from here. So he needed someone to follow him with his car to drive him back. So unfortunately, well, fortunately, his girlfriend was available today. So he got the oil change and the new starter put in for me, which helps. It's nice of him. No, I need, just in case. All right, so this is gonna expand and seal up the front. I was just gonna put another piece of wood under here, but I rather insulate it. Be a lot easier too. And you guys know the drill. Cut off the edges once it expands out. Oh shit. I don't want to spray from the ruler in there. That would suck. Don't need that. So this will take shape. The cool thing about the spray foam is it's going to take shape to underneath the flooring here, 'cause it's already, it's all screwed into place. But then it's going to not only add insulation under the van and seal it off, it's going to also help level, because there's about an inch and a half of where there's nothing under this wood, because the base wood's about right here. So it's about an inch and a half on the lip of this wood where there's nothing under it. But not now. Plan was to do spray foam. And then when I shave the spray foam off, I can put a nice aluminum piece of trim at the front of this, which will about an inch long trim piece or whatever, which will kind of make the front of the van separated from the back of the van. And don't forget, I'm doing blackout curtains to section this off once it's done. I think I've got a few cans of spray foam because I could use quite a bit of it. Now, this piece of wood all the way at the end here, there's not really much over there. So this is actually going to fill this all in real nice. Okay. Fuck, I got the shit on my finger. Dude, it took a week to get the shit off of my fingernails. This shit sucks. I think I'm almost empty. Yeah, it's empty. Oh man. All right. Get a corner piece. All right, I'm gonna go throw this away before I make a mess. So 1 can for this entire fucking front trim line here. All right. It's already starting to expand out this way. So what I'll do tomorrow is I'll come with the blade right here. Fucking hey, dude. Sure. I'll come with this blade and I'll just slice it all the way down. Even that out. All right. What else? I think I can go with another can of spray foam here. I got 3 of these bad boys. Well, but this insulation, I don't think it matters. There's going to be wood paneling over top of it. So either way, it's going to be facing inside. I don't really know. I'm not a fucking contractor. I don't care if it's facing inside though. It only has like a very thin piece of paper on the back of it anyways. It's not like I did the back so I had some place to put glue on and stick it. I think the other can, the last can of spray foam that I have is said it's for smaller cracks. So this is the stuff that expands. So I still got to fill in this gap over here. This whole fucking thing in between here. Seal that up. Same thing when it expands on top of over the flooring. I got to come through tomorrow and top it off. Fill this gap in. All right. Kind of go over top of here. Seal this all in. You all were probably like, "Oh, why'd you leave that big hole there?" Work smarter, not harder. It's all getting covered up. All this is going to be covered up once I put in the cabinets. So every single crack over here on the side has now got insulation. Up here, I have a lot to fill in, and then we'll shave it down tomorrow. See a little bit better. Look at all that space. All this is the water tank's filling right here, so we'll shade this down under the wood. The fuck? Don't tell me you're out already. Bro, is this shit really out? Need to do all that much. Oh, it's not. He's got to hold the can upside down. This whole spot here is going to use up the rest of this can. Though. That's all right. It's getting insulated anyways. All right. Another can of spray foam toast. Go throw this. Fuck. I guess I should throw all these away too. Stockings are empty. Starting to look good. Basically, I'm just prepping this for next week. So when I come in here and start building the bed and putting wall paneling up on the walls, it'll make things a lot easier. I'm hoping that we don't have a lot of wind next weekend, and I'm also hoping that it doesn't fucking rain again. It's looking like it's gonna rain here again. Look at the sky. It's been really windy all day too. It just so happened that when I got the van back, um, I mean it's still kind of breezy out, but I mean like by wind, it blew both garbage cans over this morning. I had to pick them up. All right, so I still have one more crack I gotta fill in here. And I didn't really want to bust open this can of spray foam, but I think I can find a place where so this is what I got here. Window and door. It's a different type, but I wanted to try it out. Each can only cost about $3.98 a piece, so they're pretty cheap. If I need more, I can buy more this Thursday. I really like it because it's kind of like a sealant it works as, and it fills in all the holes in the gaps. So this is all kind of like rusted out down here. So I definitely want to seal this off. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna fill in these gaps too a little bit. Fuck. Stayed in there. Throw that on the ground. I'll just end up taping this down on the top. So this whole thing. All right. The trick is you got to hold the can upside down. There we go. That's so much better. So weird having to hold the can upside down, but this will expand overnight. I just didn't want to get any on the vinyl flooring because it does come off, but I don't want to scratch the vinyl trying to get the shit off. So I'm trying to keep it away from there. So I'll shave that down. It really wants to go on this piece of wood right here. Or rather not waste it there, rather it just fucking go over here. That looks nice. It looks nicer than it did, didn't it? Cover up all that rust that I was not gonna get out of there. All right, so I'm kind of nervous to try and do this on top on the side back here because I think it's just gonna fall out. All right, let's see if there's any other places here. Aha! We got more places. Let's see what you guys can see. You guys should be able to see. Let me look at this one. All right, yeah, you guys can see. All right, very carefully in the hole. Fill this gap in here. A little bit on the vinyl, but that's all right. It's going to be covered by the bed back here. Not even going to see all of this. This last little crevice here. So it really helps seal. It's kind of the same in the front. I didn't have a support beam drill all this on back here. All right, God damn it. Let's get this off real quick. Let me grab some paper towels. She's going. The good thing is it's not fast drying. So only when it gets on your skin, then it's very fast drying, but it surfaces for whatever reason. Sit that on the ground real quick. Oh, I don't know if I like this stuff better than the stuff I've been using. This stuff seems like it doesn't expand as well. There we go. I think the other stuff is more meant for what I've been using it for. You see, it still wants to expand. Let's get off any extra pieces here. All right, trash can real quick. Oh shit, got on my bumper. No, and it got on my finger. You motherfucker, dude. Get this shit off my bumper. Okay. Oh, trash can. Without getting this any more on my fingers. It does not like coming off. So fucking windy out here, man. Yeah, see, it still wants to fucking come up there. That's fine. I'll just cut it when it's dried up. I just didn't want it on the surface of the vinyl. But I can turn the light on in the van for a second. Well, it's kind of dark in here. Let me turn the light on. All right. Let's it's not for long. Kill my battery. Oh, we got all that in over there, so that's good. Basically on the walls, we got in as much insulation as we can right now until we see what we're doing with the wall paneling. We got we glued in one piece of installation where I know that I'm not drilling anything into the roof because I still don't know 100% if I'm putting the exhaust fan here or in the next one. And because I don't know, I'm just not gonna. I still have another half a sheet of insulation board, so I'm sure I'll use it somewhere. I just don't know yet. I want to use everything that I bought. I don't want to waste anything. So we'll find a use for it. You know, if there's something that I wasn't sure about, we'll have extra pieces. I think that 1/4 inch plywood that I have as well, I'm gonna use that for the bottom of the bed. So we'll see. Either that or I'm using pegboard, but I think it's light enough to use for the bed. But yeah, it's starting to come along here. Just so you guys know, I had a couple people over the last couple of weeks ask if I had a PayPal and if I had a Cash App link or whatever, and I just never responded or posted it. But I did today post see if you guys can see it. On a community post, I posted a wish list that I created on Amazon for some of the things that I still need that I just haven't bought yet. So if the people that asked want to help or whatever, the link is actually in the comment section on that post. For whatever reason, it would not let me post a clickable link on the post. I tried. But yeah, if people want to order something, it should come directly to my P.O. box where all my packages go because we don't get mail here where I live. Unfortunately, everything goes to a P.O. box. So that's posted if anybody wants to help. I have to wait less time to get shit. All right, I get this all cleaned up. Yeah, it's trash. All of this is trash. I'd say I think I only have like 5 or 6 items on my wish list out of everything that's on there. I'd say the thing I need the soonest, I'd say, is solar panels and the power inverter. I get that, then I can order my Starlink, and then any streaming I do, you hook it up to the power system. That would be cool. Definitely don't want this shit sliding around. I'll show you guys what it looks like up front here too, because it's kind of hard to see back there. Just can't keep my phone up there. The next week, I just got to buy a bunch of 2x4s, um, some board, a couple bigger like bolts or screws or whatever for the main, and then I got to get some. I don't know what they're called. They're like L-shaped brackets to put the pieces together for the bed, and then I got to get the tongue and groove wood wall paneling. So we should be able to get the wall paneling done this coming weekend as well. The places where I can put it up. Okay, you do realize that I don't have any more materials to continue working on the van, right? We're not gonna have negativity in here. I see that you're a mod, and I could just as easily remove you. I've made like 3 or 4 posts. I wasn't able to buy a bunch of shit this weekend, and I just had to pay to get the van, the starter put in, and my oil change as well. Ugh. So I do try and work on it if I have stuff to work on it any day that I possibly can that I have time. I do work a full-time job on top of trying to do this. But we got done as much as I have supplies to do so. I even did a little extra. I wasn't planning on doing any insulation in the roof when we put one in. So just to recap, got insulation in there. Left that open for right now until I put the bed in. Same thing over there. And we insulated all the way down. And then I filled in the gaps underneath with spray foam all the way down to the back, including back here. So over here in this gap. And then I also, I don't know if you could see it, but up front under the lip of the flooring, we also get that insulated. Josh, what's your question? I'm not reading all the comments right now. Let me look. Do you know when you're going to install the electric? Over the next couple of weeks, that's why I'm still kind of leaving some things open. So my plan was this, when I go to put in the wall paneling next week, at least on this wall, I'll still be able to run my power cables like at the base of the van underneath, which is what I was planning on doing. I think people thought maybe I was going to run all my electrical like down the middle or something. I'm doing it at the bottom because it'll be a little bit easier for me to access it through the bottom of the cabinets. Uh, because I probably won't have paneling all the way to the floor, I'd say on this side anyways, because you're not going to see it. There's going to be cabinets built in from that wheel well, or from like the other side of the wheel well all the way down. So I can run the electrical either, when I can afford to buy whatever wiring I need. We are going to go with GFCI plugs, at least 2 of them on this wall to make it easy for Gerald. Gerald's going to help me with that. I just talked to him today on the phone actually. We're gonna do that not this coming weekend, but the following weekend once I get the wall paneling in. He actually has a tool or whatever to be able to cut the hole to put the plug in, and we got to put the wall up first, obviously. So we'll set that in. I'm gonna have a plug kind of over here, where the bed's gonna be, and then another one by the kitchen. And the type of plugs that I'm getting is gonna be 2 regular wall outlets and then at least 1 or 2 USB ports as well on each one of those. And then I gotta order on Amazon another one for over here that has more USB ports and a couple plugs for where the desk is gonna be on that wall. So there's gonna be a total of 3 GFCI plugs. Um, it's all gonna come together, I think, over the next couple of weeks, especially once I start getting the furniture bolted in here. And once the furniture's in here, it'll make it a lot easier to start finishing everything up around it and building onto the cabinets and the bed that's in here. Still not 100% sure where I'm going to have or what the desk is gonna look like. Uh-oh, hold on. Uh that's not good. Did I just kill my battery or is that like a safety thing? Hold on. That might just be I don't have my key. That might just be a safety thing. Yeah, it's just a safety. Okay. Yeah, because I've left my headlights on by accident one time before and came back to not having a dead battery. So I think the van automatically shuts off the power in here when it gets low enough on the battery till I start the van again. I just turned it off for the night. Be good. Oh, hey, cat eyes. All right, I'll read some comments here. Let me go grab my vape real quick though. I'll be right back. I'll leave my AirPod out here so it doesn't. All right, let me put my AirPod back in and see if it connects. Oh no. All right, hold on. Can you guys hear me? Is it working? Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me still. Alright, Doug said hopefully you're putting the big donuts. What big donut? I didn't get any big donuts. Or did somebody donate something on the wish list? I haven't checked yet. I put it up about an hour ago. But I'll have to check it. I think it automatically deletes stuff too from the wish list as people, or like if I order something from there, it'll like come off the list automatically. That would kind of suck for someone to order like the same thing twice. So the AirPods aren't my wife keeps this. This is why I don't use this iPhone 11 for anything anymore. The only thing I use this iPhone for that I'm live on right now is mostly when I'm driving, play music. Can you guys still not hear me? I just reconnected my AirPods. You can still not hear me. All right, can you guys hear me again? Because the only way to reconnect your AirPods apparently is taking them out, putting them back in the case, and then pulling them back out of the case again. Hey, Bat Mom, Cat Eyes. Oh man, we're definitely getting closer and closer and closer. Even I didn't wasn't able to get much done this week, but we're definitely on the way. This was more to just prep for the work I got to do next week because it's pretty obvious that I'm not going to be able to put down the spray foam insulation when I cover this all up with the bed and the water tank. Oh, that reminds me, I got one more thing I gotta add to that wish list, just in case. I gotta put the water tank on there. That was the only other thing. The good news is everything I gotta buy and order after I'd say next week. Well, maybe the next couple weeks. Next week and the following week, I still gotta buy a bunch of building materials at Home Depot to build. But after I get all that done, I'd say in 2 weeks. The cool thing is I could order at least a couple things off of that list each week. Most of the items on there, except for a few, are all around 150 bucks. So they're not all that expensive. And I got to get that water tank soon too. Because what I was planning on doing was I'm measuring the bed to support its own weight, and I was gonna measure for the water tank under it, and I'm leaving it open in the back for now under the bed, so when I get the water tank, I could just slide it up under the bed, and then bolt that down to where that's supposed to go. And then I could do my plumbing, which I didn't wanna put in the wall. I didn't wanna run the PVC pipes and hoses behind the wall in case, I ever had a break or something. Um, I'm gonna do them under the cabinets. So that way, at any point in time, if I had a water break or something, I can get to it really quickly. I will say this, the insulation I put up today doesn't I thought it was gonna have like a weird smell. It doesn't smell at all. I don't smell anything with it. And I guarantee you that will make the van a lot quieter when I start driving tomorrow. Um, I can. I don't Where is he at? Come on. It's like impossible to try and find comments on the live itself on my phone. They fucking disappear. All right. Yeah, look, okay, so this new spray foam stuff that I bought, it does still kind of bubble up, but it's like a lot more tight together than this stuff when this stuff bubbles up. So I think I'm just gonna stick with honestly, it probably doesn't even matter, but if I need to use spray foam again, I'm just gonna stick with the that's the new stuff or the new can I tried out today. They're all the same price. So it's not like I paid extra money for I just wanted to try a different one out. But this one's more for around like so when I drill holes in my cabinets going from the water tank through to where the sink is, this is the spray foam you want to use for around the hole in the cabinet to seal it back up when you put the pipe through it. So I might buy another can of it for that, but It definitely it's on my vinyl flooring, which I'll have to cut off tomorrow. But again, I was just gonna use a piece of trim on the back here, so you're not gonna see it anyways. Look how dark it is in this fucking van, dude. This is why I can't work at night, really. I don't really have any bright lights. Got a couple of flashlights, but not anything I can. You need like a really big bright light, like one of those construction lights. I mean, there might be one in the garage somewhere, but you guys really see me finding it. It's a storage unit, man. She's got like so much stuff in here. Like all my van build stuff is pretty much at the edge of the garage at the end over there. And I got a piece of wood right there. That's why I can't work in the garage. There's no place to put any of this. Like even if we tried to clean it, right? There's no place to put it. That's why it's in the garage. I wish I could, you know. It would be a lot easier to back the van up in there, especially on windy days, and then I could work at night. Well, actually, I can't really work at night because the power tools would be really loud and it might piss the neighbors off. So my best bet is to, try and do stuff before I go to work and my 2 days off during the day. Yeah. Well, it's not like it's full of a bunch of useless stuff. It's like a lot of Christmas stuff and tools and equipment. Right now, the snow blower's in there. Gonna move the snow blower to the back shed, I guess. And everything in there is just like ancient. Like I was able to find a 2001 tube of caulking to put the foam up on the wall today, and it worked. It hasn't fallen down, so it's worked. All right, any other comments? That's pretty much all I had to get done. I didn't even think I was gonna get this much done. I thought it was gonna take a lot longer than it, or a lot. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a lot longer than it was, but it just like slid right in. I thought I was gonna have to like fucking finagle and cut it in smaller pieces and put it in. Fucking took what, 20 minutes? I actually have a bunch of shit I'm gonna have to get rid of. I got a bunch of junk that I don't use that I haven't even seen for a year in storage, kind of, that I just kind of have stored in the RV. And I'm probably just gonna throw a bunch of shit away because it's not worth saving. It's not worth paying for a storage unit. It's uh not worth passing on to somebody else to hold. I mean, if I was in Florida, I could just drop a box of it off at my mom's place, but I'm not gonna have a lot of storage space in the van once I get all the furniture in here. Just stuff that I need every day, or um, I'll have a couple of tools and stuff like that. Like I'm gonna buy like a really nice but small tool set for the van if I ever need to, do work on it myself while I'm living in it. But I'm not gonna have room for a bunch of power tools that I bought. I'm probably gonna end up giving some of my power tools to my friends, and if I end up needing them in the future, I can just re-borrow them. Well, I'm getting ready to end the live anyways. I will say during this week, maybe before Wednesday if it comes in, we're gonna try and put in the exhaust fan in the back of the van up here. That should be coming in the mail no later than the 19th, they said, and I think it's past the 19th now, right? I don't even know what today's date is, but that should have been in today, I think, and it didn't come in. So we got the exhaust fan we got to put in. Once that's in, then I can lay all my insulation in and around it. Don't forget, I still got to put lights in the ceiling. I don't know what to do with this light right here because that's going to have to come out. That backlight that is powered through the van. I think what I might do is disconnect the light from the wiring, even though the wiring's still connected, and then maybe get like a better light that looks nicer and reconnect those cables into it, and then we'll drill it into the wood paneling that's going to be underneath that. And because I still wanted to have a light that came on back here when I turned the van on, like a light that I can control from the front, and I think that's how I'll do it. I'm pretty sure the cables will just disconnect from the back of that and pop into whatever other light I put in there. I was just kind of curious about that. I left it in for now in case I needed to work at night or something and needed light, because technically I could run my van and turn, the light on that way, but try not to burn gas right now. Money's tight. Chandelier. Well, I'm gonna have really cool puck lights, I think, that I put down the center, and then I'm gonna do LED light strips down the center and the ceiling, and then also under the cabinets running down the floor line. There's gonna be a lot of cool lighting in here. That's one of the things I can do myself, and I can create it however I want to create it to make it look really nice in here at nighttime, make it cozy and not too bright, but kind of have mood lighting. I'll be doing a lot of gaming streams at night where I'll be filming, or if I'm cooking or something like that. It'd be cool to have a pretty atmosphere in the van. The van's gonna look really cool when it's done, like with the wood, with the stained wood and the lighting and the shelves and all that stuff. It's gonna like really come together once that's all locked in. Looks like shit right. Well, it doesn't look like shit right now. It just looks like it's literally under construction. All right, guys. Well, I am planning on doing a GTA stream later tonight to continue the story mode or whatever. I figured I'd play the story mode on GTA since I've never made it past the first couple of missions. I usually just would play it online. I can't believe I've never actually tried story mode on GTA. So I figured I'd finish story mode on GTA before GTA 6 comes out, whenever that is. Oh, the lookout tower job is until the end of the year. Like technically I start on November 1st, but I get there like 4 days before the 1st in October, so that's way later. The van will be completely done well before then, like months before then. Like at least 5 months. I'll be living in the van before then. Yeah, I know, next year. I don't know why they keep pushing the date back, but all I'm gonna say is I am investing the money in that game when it comes out, and it better be worth the wait. 'Cause, they sure as hell haven't updated RD2. You'd think they'd be putting all the money into updating RD2, but they don't. They just keep updating a fucking 12-year-old game and pushing the GTA 6 date back. Not cool. I guarantee you, like, GTA 6 will be all I'm streaming for a long time. I think they said what, it's gonna cost $99 for the base game, and then 200 what, 199 for, like, the deluxe where you get, like, the map and all that stuff. I'll probably just get the deluxe because I don't know if that includes, like, better resolution or not, but supposedly, I'm supposed to have the best gen console out there for GTA 6 because all the trailers they've released up to this point have been pre-recorded on the regular PlayStation 5 model. So I'm sure that the graphics will be even better on mine. I'm hoping anyways. Especially since I'm gonna have a 4K monitor in here. No, I'm not a big PC person. Like I get it's everybody has a preference. I'm more of a console person because I think when it comes to computers, I'm just more accustomed to using Apple, and you can't play games on Apple really. So I've never had a PC to play games on. Trust me, if I had a PC, I'd have fucking Microsoft Flight Sim, the new one, going all the time and enjoying the graphics on that. But I will say the PlayStation Pro's been really nice. Like most of the games I play are new enough to where they run really well on the Pro. You're probably not wrong, Southwest. It probably will be a letdown GTA 6, but it'll be like one of those games that people will still play, I'm sure. Have you heard of the channel Narrowway Homestead? I have not. I'll have to check it out because I probably follow over 100 van life channels. Like I even follow the channels that only have like 500 people on them, like me, because they're still interesting to watch. I've always been interested in like watching it's relaxing to me to watch, like when I watch other people doing van life and camping out and stuff, like it chills me out. Like easy and intriguing stuff to watch. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna close this all down. I'm pretty sure my iPhone 11 is probably close to dying soon too. The battery sucks on it. And I guess look out for next weekend. We'll start working on the bed framing and all that. Possibly even start working on it Friday morning. It just I don't have time to create like a humongous mess before I go to work. So anything I do has got to be quick and simple. But I might be able to start getting like the cuts in and the measurements in on Friday. So then on Saturday, oh well, no, I work Saturday. On Sunday and Monday, my days off, I'll be able to just start putting everything together. So we'll try and get the measurements and all that stuff done Friday and Saturday morning. And like I said, the only other thing I could think of this week that I can do is get with Matt and install the exhaust fan whenever that comes in the mail. They'll definitely be coming in this week, so it said it was shipped over a week ago. Oh, well, it doesn't look the same because now we have insulation in the walls, but um, yeah, we didn't do much this week because I couldn't buy a bunch of stuff this weekend. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. If you like GTA, you can hang out on the GTA stream. Peace.